So I'm in the driver's seat today. So for today, for tip number 31, we're talking about how to get the most out of a video shoot for your business. So perhaps you've booked in a video shoot with or maybe someone like me, your social media strategist or your marketing manager or consultant has said, we need to shoot some content. So you've gone and booked in with a videographer, or you're thinking that you need to, but you're not quite sure how to go about it or what you need to do before the shoot or how to actually make the most of the shoot. So I'm actually going to turn the spotlight on Tim, and I'm going to interview him today about how to be a good client for a videographer and how to actually get the most out of your investment, because it's an investment getting content for your business. So that's what we need to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
So,
bring it on.
Straight on you.
Yeah. What would you like to know?
Yeah, so I thought just to give everyone here a few tips, and like when it comes to actually booking a shoot.
Mm-hmm.
If I had an event coming up that I wanted you to shoot for me, so that's videos and potentially stills. How far in advance of that event should I contact you?
It sounds like a bit of an obvious answer, but it depends on how elaborate the shoot is. Generally, anything within a month is probably a bit dicey as far as scheduling is concerned.
Especially because you've been here, there and everywhere for the last month. So if I tried to book in this shoot last week, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and you never know. Like sometimes there's openings, but then if you sort of get in quicker than maybe is what is normally possible, then there might be a bit of a delay in then getting the content.
Yeah.
But if someone has something really important that has to be, that's very date specific, a couple of weeks to 4 weeks is okay.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, a good month to 2 months is a nice amount of time to plan things. The type of work that we want to be focusing more on is slightly longer form video as well. So that means there needs to be a little bit of pre-production and thought to go into executing the shoot properly, and probably scheduling other crew and factoring in the editing as well for that.
Yeah, so I guess in summary, the sooner that you can book it in, the better in terms of the actual preparation that can be done. Because I know you're really good and you'll fit people in where you can.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting to make if that event is on a fixed date, or you need to have the content by a certain date, like maybe you're entering awards or something like that, then the sooner that you can actually book that in, the better for your investment.
Yeah, totally. And it doesn't even need to be anything major. Like it could just be a mentioning of a date to just sort of make sure it's...
like a save the date?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. A great client of mine, Troy, is a nutrient agent on York Peninsula. He had a couple of things coming up for sort of late December and / January.
Yeah.
Gave me a call early November and just said, hey mate, this is what's coming up. Like,
fantastic.
Just so you know. It's like wicked.
Troy, you're a good client.
Good on you, Troy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's generally good amount of time, and also if something's months or a year in advance, like that's totally fine too. Just put it out there.
I did book you in for my 40th birthday.
You did.
I think I booked you. I did at least save the date 4 months in advance. So.
yeah, another good client right here.
Okay, so I've phoned up and I've booked you in.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do before the shoot? Like, can I just turn up? Like, what do I need to do in the weeks leading up to the shoot to make the most of that shoot?
Good question. Well, you will have, by the time you booked it in, you've already told me what type of shoot we're going to do.
You'd hope so anyway.
You would hope so.
Mystery shoot.
So then we're bound to give you some advice on what to do next. Something that's been really great for us since working with you is getting on board Notion.
Yes.
That's such an awesome platform where you can actually share information. And for those that don't know, it's almost like Pinterest, like somewhere where you can share inspiration or share ideas, and that way you can both edit them together.
Collaborate, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the best thing. So really, once you're booked in and we know what we're going to be working on, we'll then have a Notion made together, so that we can get all the ideas in one place, and that way everyone knows what to expect.
So that's a good tip. So I should, like, if I say that I've booked in a promo shoot for my business, it would be good for me to actually send you some notes about what I want to achieve.
For sure. The most information, like the more information, the better. If you have ideas, thoughts, inspo, send it across.
Oh, another good one. Do you mean like if I'd seen a reel or I'd seen another company's video that I thought was cool, you'd like to see that?
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to know where someone's head is at, or if something's hard to maybe fully understand, you can see directly what they're referring to.
Yeah.
But then again, I want to always bring in our own flair and creativity. So that's definitely helpful, but I don't want people to be too pigeonholed into a certain idea.
Yeah.
It's okay sometimes for maybe quicker things to be like, yep, that's a trending thing, let's do that.
I guess the wonderful thing about working with a company like Eat Media is that you do have that creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Like you and Jess can very much put your own creative spin on an idea. So maybe all you need from the client is some dot points about what they want the video to focus on, for example, and then some inspo if they have some. But then you have the ability to actually, put a bit of a different spin on it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And tell a bit of a story.
Yeah, no, that's right. Now our background is film and television, and a passion for cinematic videos. So yeah, we like to try and like lean into that where we can.
Awesome. That's really handy to know. I think that's very helpful because some clients will be wondering, do you want me to spell everything out frame by frame? Or is it better if I just give you an overview and then you can direct me from there?
Yeah, for sure. And really often the best are when clients just say like, I love what you do, you do you. And there's Bryce Hardy from Harbour Furniture. He's definitely someone like that.
Ross?
Bryce,
sorry.
Bryce, there's a running gag that we've had
Bryce.
forever that we call each other by a totally different name every time we talk to each other. So yeah, Ross, thanks for being an awesome client.
Beautiful furniture in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So let's say that I'm a builder and I'm building a beautiful house and it's under construction at the moment and we've got the shoot booked in. And then suddenly the forecast is for thunderstorms like it was yesterday. What happens in that situation?
Yes, weather is a really tricky one. There's one of two options. One would be to go ahead with the shoot and try and get something different. Maybe you could take advantage of the storm and make it something moody or tell a story of what the builders have to do in that situation because they have to stop working on it. And so what do they do? So you can roll with the punches and go with it. Sometimes you just can't. If you're supposed to do a beach shoot and it's raining, you've got to sell the dreamy sunshine images. So you need to have some contingencies in place, maybe some backup dates for some of those jobs that are very specific.
Yeah.
And that's all part of the overall, I guess, the way we have to price things is to know that we need to have pre-production to organise things if we have to change days or move appointments and that kind of thing. So, unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast that sometimes there's going to be things that just get in the way. But that's life, and that's the same for anyone with a board meeting and they have to call in sick. So, that's life, and we can always find a way to make it work.
Fantastic. And then, so obviously I've taken advantage of the bundle shoots this year, taken great advantage of it.
Yep.
So why wouldn't I just go and book in a shoot with you every month? Like, what's the advantage of a bundle shoot versus just a one-off shoot?
The biggest advantage of
I should explain that bundle shoots are a package of shoots. So instead of purchasing one shoot, I've purchased 6 months worth of shoots.
Yep.
So why would I not just book in 6 shoots?
The number one, you could, but we know, I reckon we may have touched on it on a tip in the past, that the weeks go by so fast. So you could say, you know what, rather than locking in a bundle, I'll just call you each month. Like, I know I will.
Yeah.
4 weeks roll around so fast that naturally those 4 weeks will spread out to maybe 5, 6 or 7. And then you find that you're not having that consistency. and you can fall behind. Whereas just locking in that bundle shoot, you're being held accountable. You can just schedule it in. You know it's coming up. So that's probably the biggest thing, is just having that consistency. And we develop a workflow as well. We know how we like to work with each other. It's been awesome spending this year focusing on the bundles with you, that we're now in a position that we could really take those bundles to the masses and stick with a really succinct formula to make sure it's really simple for the client, so that their content is something that they don't really need to worry about.
Yeah, and I know from my perspective, one of the biggest benefits has been that I've always got fresh content. So when you're posting regularly to social media for your business, every time you do a shoot, you get a beautiful batch of new content. Whereas because I'm working with you with the bundle shoots, I get new content every week, which makes my life so much easier. So yeah, that's another massive benefit. Because I know that if we tried to book in shoots once per month just sporadically, there'd be a lot of schedule clashes. Because, you know, sometimes when I say my availability, it's very limited in between client meetings and other things that I've got going on. So just knowing that I've got one of those booked in every month, just, it makes a big difference. Yeah,
wicked. Nice. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that it really suits you. And I think it suits us too. It's a cool little thing, and something we're looking forward to growing in 2025.
I reckon it will suit a lot of people watching this. So it's a tip. Having worked in marketing with business owners for a long time now, I think one of the hardest things is just getting that consistency of content. So I think it's definitely worthwhile people considering. So not just committing to a certain number of shoots per year, but actually looking at regular shoots. Would the price be the same so let's say that I just said to you, next year, Tim, I'm not going to do the bundles, I'm just going to book in random shoots. Would the price be the same?
No, we'll jack up the price for you, that's for sure. Yeah. No, it can't be. If someone's locked into a 6-month program, like anything, you see it everywhere. You pay annually and your monthly cost is reduced. It's the same thing with a bundle. So ad hoc, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but we can reduce some of those costs if we know that a client is sticking around for a while, because it's worth it for us to invest with that client, because we would rather keep working with the same people.
So it keeps you accountable. It means that you have consistent content and it's cheaper.
Yeah. What are the bad parts? Nothing. Yeah, crickets. Call Indicator Ambition. Book in a discovery call to ask how a bundle is.
Hang on. So book in a discovery call with me to ask about your service.
Yes, please.
Yeah, cool.
And while you're at it, discover how you could get on board some Ambition consulting.
So final question. If anyone watching this wants to reach out and book in a shoot with you, what's the best way for them to do so?
If you're seeing this, whether it be YouTube or Instagram, you can leave a comment and we can get back to you that way. Alternatively, head to our website and inquire there, or you can always Google us and get our contact information from Google.
Or contact me, book in a discovery call with me, and I'll give you Tim's email.
I mean, that's really the way to go.
Amazing.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on your show. I love it.
How did it feel to be on the other side?
It's very different. I think I'm looking forward to getting it back to the way it was.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You're going to tell the people to subscribe?
I failed in my duties as the interviewer. So if you like this video, then give us a like, leave a comment, share it with a business owner friend, and subscribe and follow us on Instagram.
Please do. Hit that notification bell. Is that even a thing? Have you ever hit the notification bell?
No, I haven't.
No, but if you want to.
I don't even know what that is.
Maybe it's not even a thing anymore. I think it's a thing. Hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.